Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Here we are again with Reign of the Seven Spellblades. This time around, episode 7. It is titled Reversi. Last time, things got crazy. It was the best episode of this season of this anime, obviously, and one of the best of the summer 2023 animes. We saw Nanao. She actually ended up creating a 7th Spellblade, and obviously this one's titled the title of the anime is Reign of the Seven Spellblades. So I'm assuming that's the last Spellblade that will be introduced, or out of all the ones that will be known. I'm sure we'll find out later, the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. But this is like the most that we're gonna see. There's and then Oliver was saying that it's one that is not known of, so obviously Nano ended up creating it, which is crazy. I want to know how that happened, how Nano actually ended up creating one, because I don't think that if it was that easy to do, everybody would be creating Spellblades. So obviously there's something about Nano that helped her create it, and that's what they used to beat Milligan. And then we found out more about Oliver and his backstory, about why he's in the academy, and the reason he's in the academy, which is so interesting to me, due to Oliver being a main character, is that his entire plot is for revenge. You know what I mean? He came to the academy to get revenge for his mom, who was tortured and killed by a lot of the professors and even the headmistress of the academy. And that makes me wonder why that actually ended up happening. Why did they do that? And we saw that the headmistress, she looked like Milligan in the past. She ended up acting like she was saving his mom, and then she ended up stabbing her in the back. And the one thing that Oliver said that kind of caught my attention was that he said that he shared the pain of his mom when they were torturing her, because he did say that Granville and the other professors, they tortured her. They inflicted 128 types of pain on her, and the crazy thing about that is she injured through it, and Granville gave out after not even half of that, and Oliver was even saying. And another thing that was very, very interesting to me was that Oliver kept saying, "Did you find the right words?" And then when Granville basically pleaded to be put out of his misery, Oliver was like, "Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear." So that makes me wonder, was it those words that his mom was uttering when they were torturing her? Because Oliver did say that he was there to experience it all. So that also makes me wonder how he was there to experience it all. Was it something that she passed down to him? Was she pregnant with him at the time? I don't think so, because I think she ended up dying at the time. I feel like she may have just given birth to him at the same recently, and they probably had some sort of connection. And another thing that Granville noted was the Spellblade that Oliver was using, obviously, the one that he was using to look into the future and stuff like that, originally happened to belong to his mother. Now that makes me curious as to how it actually got passed down to Oliver, because I don't know if Spellblades are something that you can inherit, or if they can be passed down through families and stuff like that. Much like the Sharingan in Naruto. How the Uchihas basically all have Sharingan. So I don't know if it's a family thing. I don't think so, because I don't think only 7. I mean, it could be, but that's actually really interesting. Things got dark at the end of the last episode, and obviously we saw that Oliver's cousins, Gwen and the girl, I forgot her name, who he actually calls his brother and sister, they're actually helping him. And his brother was saying how many times can you use the Spellblade, and he said, "I can manage 2." And then he forbade him from using it more than that, because he said, if you die, then there's no point, because we have to avenge her. So I'm glad that Oliver has people that are actually there, but it might end up actually conflicting his friendship with people, especially someone like Nano, because they ended up telling her not to be consumed by revenge and stuff like that, and fighting and stuff, all that stuff. So I wonder what's actually gonna happen. I feel like Nano might actually help him out when she actually learns about what happened. I feel like at first she'll try to stop him, but ultimately I feel like his group is getting set up to fight the professors, obviously, and Oliver's most likely gonna fight the headmistress. But you guys, this anime, I could go on talking about this forever. This is so lit. I love this anime. I'm so happy I started it. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. And you guys, without further ado, let's get right on into it. Oh, it's the professor. She's one of the people that actually, this girl, but all of these were the ones that actually tortured his mom. Yeah, that's crazy. The crazy thing is that Oliver, he's actually holding himself back, because he has classes with a lot of these professors, you know. And the professor that actually first told him about Spellblades was one of the people that actually like was involved in the death of his mom. Darius Grenoble. You see this? Yeah. It's been 4 months since last episode. That's crazy. He wasn't here for images. Oh, McFarlane. Oh, look who it is. It's Shella's dad. I wonder if he was probably involved too because he's here. I mean, actually, maybe not because they're just having a meeting. I hope he wasn't involved because, I mean, actually, I don't know. I don't want Shella to actually have to, you know, end up smoking her own pops. Dude. Theodore McFarlane. Yo, he's so lit. Oh, yo, she's like, huh? Regret that stupidity. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Actually, I don't think Oliver could be suffering. Yo. Yeah. Wait. What just happened? Yo, Pete? Yeah, my boy grew breasts, bro. That's... Bro became a baddie. Can't lie. Yo. What the fuck? Yo, what is going on? This guy's like, huh? Yeah, he sounds different too. I feel like he should just tell his friends, like, yo, listen, guys, I know this might sound crazy, but it just grew titties overnight. Like, it's just, I mean, like, look, you know what I mean? If I, actually, you know what? Bro's about to let the homies hit. Y'all can't tell the voice difference, or maybe it's just for the audience, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just tripping. Big brain Shella is like something's going on. On the mid. Ooh, I knew they look similar. Yeah. Who is that? Ah, relative. People. She's been keeping her distance from me. Yeah, because she doesn't want to smoke. She knows Shella's about that. Sometimes what? Yo, literally Harry Potter, bro. Yo, that's so cold. But here's the thing, you guys, by the way, for anybody watching, I'm not saying that they're ripping off Harry Potter. I'm just saying that it's just giving me those vibes. So don't be upset. Like, I'm not saying anything. I like this a lot. I think that they have a lot of differences and it's cool. But I'm just saying that it's just similar. Only ones have come to say hello. Imagine you're chilling, bro, and a broom just says, yo, what do you say? It was good. You're living on. Yes, no, bro. She's chilling. She said, yo, I'll tame it. Yo, he said, nah. Yo, he said, nah. My trust is still lucky because of this. Bro said, wait, she gets it. Lexi from you, Lexi, best of all. Talk to them. No, she's so good. I love her. Oh, yeah. That's lit. The way the broom pulled up on. I'm sure of it. Yo, bro. Yo, that's crazy. I know he's pissed. Yeah, he's like, yo. Actually, no, I mean, he has his own broom, so he didn't need it. I had no idea, bro. And it's rebellious.
難しい年頃だね、お母さん。思春期だ。仕方ないさ、お父さん。
Yeah, you're not my friend.
僕は授業に行くからな。次、錬
Oh,
金術だよね。もうずっと代理の先生だけど。
oh, cause bro got packed up. Yo, Oliver's like, oh, I don't know. Yo, father theory effort. Bro, he got put in a pack, bro. He's gone.
教師連中の仲間とか、今日は授業で来ているからね。また改めて。
Bro's gonna teach alchemy. I know it.
というわけで今日からしばらく錬金術の授業は僕が担当。
Bro's upside down. Yo, that's so cold. Imagine your blood rushes to your brain and he just passes out. I can't see it. Before we get down to business, has anyone Journey to the East? I've read Journey to the West. Yeah, this group is, but they got Big Brain, Oliver, and Shella, bro. They're about to cook. Stacy, maybe? Stacy might show up and be like, yeah, I've done this before. Nah, they're good. They got Oliver and Shella. Oh wait, they got 1 minute left? Oh yeah, Oliver's real good friend. W friend. I feel bad for Pete. Yes, sir. Come on now. Yo, guy just said you'll get electrocuted, brother. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Kimberly, like Magic Academy, that they don't care about the students. They're like, yo, it's survival of the fittest, bro, and I love that. It's not like some sappy, hey, you know, we gotta make sure all the students are safe. Nah, the professors are saying, yo, you know, we don't care. Like at the end of the day, if you're weak, that's it. You're gonna get buried, bro. That's it. Yeah, bro, when I grabbed you, I felt you up. And something felt plump. Yeah, yo, he actually said about how you've changed. Yo, he actually yo, what the fuck? Yo, I'm crying. Yo, how did I predict that? Reverse. Oh, wait, that's wild. You're probably seeing that. For example, putting on sure your sexual identity. Ah! A feeling out of place among friends is. A lightning spell? Oh, wait. So does that mean, yo, he's broken? Because things that he can't do as a guy, he could do as a girl. And vice versa. Yo, that's cold. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, that's cold. You know what's crazy? I like how all of these Oliver's classmates, like Pete now, before it was Katie, they're all meeting upperclassmen with like similar goals to them. But you know, obviously Milligan was she had different intentions, right? Her goal was obviously like a good cause, but like her ways were wrong. So I'm hoping that this person is not evil too. I'm glad Pete is getting to know like what's going on. Like, you know, like imagine like something like that happening. Obviously people would be confused as hell. Like imagine you wake up like a completely different sex, you know. So I'm glad that he's getting some help to figure out what's actually going on. And this is even better that you're taking Oliver. Wow, big brain. Wow, anime characters that actually use their head. Seriously, it's not this one. Is this guy the same? Can he like change as well? Yo, this is lit, bro. They're gathering for people with sex. That's why. It's not just a recent. They're all kinds of different. Yo, that's lit. Good for him, bro. Them? A new friend. Them would be the slayer than. Oh, my foot. He rests on first who just turned he's a Reversi. I mean, actually, he's using he, so I'll just call him a he. I like these people. They're cool. I like this group. Look at them. They're Chinese. Yeah, Oliver's the GOAT. Oh, that sounds so nice. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm sure a lot of you guys have. The Asterisk War. I've recently started watching it. I'm on season 2, and one of the student presidents that helps Ayato find Flora. When she starts singing on top of the roof, that's what it's reminding me of. I forgot her name. Sylvie. It's Sylvie something. The two of you were all packed. Oh, they're not. Wait, they're not telling them. I would if I was Pete. Like, come on, W friends. They're all good friends. They would understand. Cause Nano and Shella are my favorite, bro. Oliver is lit, bro. You know what I feel like is gonna happen, you guys? I feel like the fact that Oliver knows about Pete's little situation obviously is keeping it a secret even from their closest friends. I feel like at some point this might lead into Pete finding out about Oliver's plot where he's like planning revenge against like the teachers and stuff. And I feel like Pete might actually end up like, you know, he might be the first person that actually ends up helping Oliver. So whose man's is this? Wait, that's freaking all buddy like. Wait, who's this? Yeah, bro, you're hating on kids? So you guys, that right there was episode 7 of Reign of the 7 Spellblades. It was titled Reversi. At first I thought that might be like a spell of sorts that they might learn, but we realized that Reversi is actually a super rare situation that occurs with some mages that they end up they can go between the two sexes, male and female, and that happened to Pete. At the start of the episode we saw that Pete woke up and Pete ended up growing breasts and stuff like that. And obviously Oliver basically confirmed by asking Pete that obviously below the waist Pete changed as well. So at first Pete obviously was very confused and afraid to reveal it to anybody, but then when Oliver saved Pete from the snakes in their magical engineering class, I made a little joke that Oliver was like, oh, you know, I felt you up, but that's just a joke, you guys. I don't want anybody to get upset with me. It was just a little horseplay. I didn't realize that actually is what would happen, and that's what Oliver said. Oliver said, you know, when I saved you, I felt it, like, you know, you changed and stuff like that. And then we realized that one of their upperclassmen, one of the ones that actually saved them in the labyrinth, overheard the conversation and told Pete, you know, I'm sure like Oliver told you a lot, but I'm sure there's a lot more you need to know. And then she ended up inviting Pete. I'll say she for now. If you find out that it's like that individual is not a she, then we'll go from there. But I think for now, I think it's okay for me to say that. I hope. Anyway, she invited Pete to that club or that meeting where like Pete basically could learn more about the situation that he's in. And you know, Oliver was saying that, you know, it's rare, but then the lit thing was that Oliver said, you know, as a male you struggle with lightning magic, but like now that you have the body of a female, now you could do that. So now I'm thinking that that's gonna make Pete extremely broken, because Oliver said that male and females have different attributes that they're good at, but since Pete can do both, I think that if Pete learns to switch on command, which I'm not sure if it's possible, I think because Oliver said they could go back and forth, so I think that Pete should be able to go back and forth. But if Pete could go back and forth like on command like this, I feel like Pete will be extremely broken, because then obviously Pete can use like every kind of magic almost, you know. And then we were going to the meeting, and then we ran into Godfrey, obviously, who's a 5th year, and then Godfrey was talking about how the school is dangerous, and he tried his best to actually like bring about change, but he said I don't feel like he's done anything. And I'm glad Godfrey basically escorted them to the meeting, because obviously the labyrinth is very dangerous. And I'm glad Pete is actually, I like the thing I'm liking about these characters is that they actually use their head. They don't go around alone, you know. Like, you know, at first I thought Pete would just go by himself, but I'm glad he brought along Oliver, because obviously we know Oliver is strong, and it's good, you know, like Oliver can help Pete and stuff like that. And this just shows how much Pete trusts Oliver, and Oliver, being the good friend that he has, even offered Pete to be like, hey, you know, if you're uncomfortable with, like, you know, their new situation, if you don't want to share a room with me, like, that's fine. I could put in a word with the school and ask them to get you a different dorm. And then Pete was saying, you know, like, I'll put up a curtain, like, it's fine, like, I don't want to spend like I don't want to be by myself. And obviously, like, I totally understand, because the school is so dangerous, you know what I mean, with all the situations that have happened in like the 6 months they've been at school. And we got to the little meeting, and then we realized that there are a lot of people at the school actually that are proficient in sex-based magic, or that's what they could use, similar to Reversi. They didn't say that they're all Reversi, so I'm assuming that, you know, Reversi is one of I'm assuming probably the strongest sex-based magics. And I can't wait to see what the other people could do, you know, like this anime has a lot of unique things that happen, and it's really cool. I like that. And the whole situation with Pete, we saw that obviously Pete he doesn't want to tell like his other friends, and I understand to a degree. I get it. I get why Pete wouldn't want to, because I'm sure Pete obviously from before is like kind of like self-conscious, because Pete is from a non-magical family, and compared to people like Shella, who's like obviously like, you know, her dad is like a professor. I'm sure he's very, very powerful. And Shella, we know she's not only very, very smart, she's very, very strong as well. And Oliver is just different. And then Nano, even though I don't think she's from I'm pretty sure she's from a non-magical family, because she's a samurai. She is obviously very, very strong. And then Guy and Katie, they're from magical families as well. So, but even though they're not as strong as, like, you know, the three that I mentioned, as of right now anyways, I think that they're still pretty good. So P obviously was very self-conscious because of that. So I'm assuming now it's even worse. And Oliver, being the W friend again that he is, was like, oh yeah, you know, we were just off practicing spells and stuff, even though they were at the meeting. And, you know, I feel like ultimately it might lead into Pete being the first person that finds out about Oliver's plot. What might happen is Oliver might be fighting another teacher or professor, and Pete might show up and be like, Oliver, what are you doing? And then Oliver might go and reveal what like has happened with his mother and stuff like that. And his whole plot for coming to the school in the first place is obviously to get revenge for his mother. And I feel like that will lead into Pete supporting him. And I feel like they'll play that you know, back and forth a little bit. And then ultimately I feel like Pete's secret might get revealed, or Oliver's secret might. I feel like what will happen is Oliver's little situation will get revealed, and then Pete will feel like since Oliver supported him so much, then Pete will go and like tell his friends that you know, like, oh, you know, like this and that, like I'm a Reversi and this all that. And then his friends are gonna be like, you know, like, okay, like, why didn't you tell us? Like, it's cool, let's let that, because obviously we know his friends are very, very supporting, and they're accepting. They're obviously gonna be like, yo, yeah, like, we know that, you know, like Nano, Katie, and all of them are gonna be like, oh my god, that's so cool, you're so cool, you know. Obviously we know, because, you know, they'll be obviously very, very excited. I would be like, if, you know, if somebody told me like, hey, look, I could do all this stuff, I'd be like, bro, like, what the hell, like, you know, that's so cool, you know. So I think that that's pretty cool. I think that this episode was very, very nice, obviously. And you guys, I can't wait for the next episode. This anime is getting so good. Oliver, I can't wait for Oliver to, like, obviously I don't think Oliver is gonna fight a lot of the teachers right now, but I feel like ultimately when he does end up fighting like more teachers, I think it's gonna be lit. I can't wait to see how strong they are. I'm sure that the headmistress is going to be one of the endgame villains. I don't think that these professors and the headmistress will be the final villain. I feel like it might be somebody behind them, above all of them, pulling the strings, because I feel like it's not. I feel like this anime is giving me the hint that they're trying to make us believe that these guys are the main villains, but I feel like something might happen, you know, where, you know, or maybe I'm wrong. I'm just speculating, because obviously I don't read the manga, I've never read the light novels or anything, but this is what's fun about being an anime only. You speculate, and I love doing that, you guys. I love anime. I love this anime. This anime is so good, you guys. But that's all for me today, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. I thought it was pretty cool, the whole Reversi situation with Pete. I think it was nice. I think it was great that, you know, there is a group of good students at the school that are accepting P, and Oliver, obviously W friend, as I have been saying, is always helping P, you know, didn't spill his secret, and obviously even offered to change dorms and stuff like that. And I think that's great. I think that's amazing of Oliver, and, you know, you guys, amazing episode. And as always, you guys check out my socials down below. Full uncut reaction will be on Patreon, sorry. And you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.